First on my list, we have Vanquish Soul K9. Immediately became one of the best decks in the game as soon as it got released. One of the best aspects on this deck is how good it is through hand traps. The opponent using one hand trap on you turns that dead Izuna in your hand into 2 rank 5 monsters and a search quick play spell, which during your opponent's turn is 3 disruptions and 2 hand rips. And that's without even mentioning all the Vanquish Soul stuff next to it. The deck is also as good, going second thanks to all the turn 0 plays that we can do. Holly Su can steal or destroy a monster on turn 0. Izuna can suck or negate a monster, as well as all the remaining hand traps that this deck plays. Next we have Dracotail. Whether you're using the pure version or the minimal branded package version, both are extremely strong. It still hasn't been hit as well. While this deck isn't known for the strongest end board, it still ends on a lot of disruptions. But what makes this deck so good is how it plays going second and how it can break boards while controlling resources on both turns, using Arthalion every single turn to mainly recycle your monsters and hand traps from grave, and just destroying and negating cards when you fuse with Dracotail monsters. And because these cards activate in grave, they're usually very hard to interact with, not to mention that this deck also draws a lot of cards using all of its traps, for even more advantage. Controlling resources with this deck is so good you can give your opponent 5 homie turns and they still can't do anything. As for Yummy, there's also a lot of ways to play it, either pure or with Mitsu. All versions are very good. In the Mitsu version, you're able to easily bridge from Yummy into Habakiri thanks to Arc Light. Most versions do choose a minimal engine with only Saji out of the level 4 Mitsu monsters. But either way, both versions are great. It's also very easy to bridge from Mitsu into Yummy thanks to Camellia and Hornet drones. As for the end board, this version has one of the best end boards in the game, generally ending on Baran, Arc Light, Elf to revive a Yummy Synchro, Prayers set from Murakumo, Yummy Surprise, and sometimes even Masquerina depending on the hand. And while we do use Arc Light to bridge into Mitsu, we can easily recycle it from grave to summon it again. Mitsurugi recently did get hit, losing one Habakiri. But with the million ways we have of searching it, it's nothing but a scratch. The deck performs amazingly well at breaking boards thanks to Murakumo's effect to destroy all monsters which can easily be chain blocked. And going first because we're playing it pure, we summon Futsu to summon a lot of times during our opponent's turn for even more resource control. And thanks to Murakumo's board wipes and the Mitsu rituals having big stats, it's generally very easy to OTK with this deck as well. Not to mention the amount of hand traps played in this deck to help you even more going second. Next we still have Lunalight. There's just something beautiful about an unaffected boss monster that can quick effect destroy all their monsters while also being able to attack twice, in a best of one format where you can't side against it. Where even if you go somehow have an out to it, it doesn't matter because they usually summon 2 of that boss monster, so you're doomed either way, even against Fuelos or Max C. If they can push out one Liger somehow, it's usually game over. Most decks in this meta simple aren't prepared for this matchup, which is exactly what makes it his good. And finally, we have Ryzeal Mitsu. In last month's top 6, I told you the end board will now be a Nibiru token since Cross got banned. But thanks to K9 and Ripper specifically being able to negate Nibiru, no one is playing Nibiru anyway, meaning this deck still ends on Detonator for multiple pops, Murakumo for board wipes and negates, and whatever other rank 4 monsters your heart desires. Of course you'll only end on a fraction of that if your opponent has Droll, but it's okay, no deck is perfect. The deck also easily bridges from Ryzeal to Mitsu and from Mitsu to Ryzeal, setting up an amazing board whatever card you start with, a lot of hand traps as well, so you can't go wrong with this deck.